She's gonna kill me. Hi guys, my name is Dakota, and I'm a new YouTuber to YouTube. And I haven't quite gotten my All About Me video up yet, because I'm still editing it, but I will very soon. But in the meantime, I decided to make a story time. And it's going to be about me and my best friend Bella, which, by the way, in my about, you should go click on the link, or copy and paste it, and go subscribe to her and like all her videos. She's an amazing person, I love her videos. Anyways, back to the story. We're going to start with when me and her were 7. So, in the neighborhood, they were still building the houses, and there wasn't a lot, there. No grass, no playground, no really anything. And so I had just moved in, and so I decided to take my bike on a bike ride. And it was kind of in the afternoon, so I decided to go for a bike ride, and they were building all the basements in between the house I lived in and the house at the end of the street, which is Belle's house, for future reference. And so they had all these deep holes, and me being an idiot, I'm like, I'm just gonna ride next to all these holes because, I'm cool like that, and if I fall in, whatever, I'll just brush it off. So I was riding dangerously close to these holes, and I saw a bike up on the sidewalk. In my mind, I'm thinking, free bike, dude, I'm about to take it back to my house. There's this bike on the sidewalk, and I pulled up next to it, and there's this girl in the ditch. She pleaded me to help her out, and I'm like, this is weird because I don't know you and I don't know what you touched. I don't know who you are. If I'm gonna be a nice person, I'm gonna help you out because I'm 7, So I help her out, and she introduces her to me, and I introduce myself to her. Belle, Dakota, and 7. Things normal people do. So after we introduced ourselves, we decided to go on a bike ride. We rode around for about an hour and a half around the empty neighborhood, and it was a lot of fun. And so I was like, I'm kind of thirsty. Can we go back to your house and get some water? Because we were closer to her house. And so she's like, oh yeah, sure. So we walk inside her house, and this girl meets up with us. And I'm like, all right, she doesn't look right? She looks kind of preppy. So she walks in with us, and her mother screams as soon as we walk in. And I almost start crying, right? I'm like, I'm scared. I want to hide. But then I realize she's yelling at the girl behind me, the one I thought was really preppy. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm fine, but I still almost shout myself, because I'm like, oh gosh, I walked into some person's house I do not know, and she starts yelling. What the heck? So she yells at this girl for tracking, mud in and not cleaning it up, and forcing, Belle's mom to clean it up, and I'm like, okay. So Belle's mom tells her to leave, and so she leaves, with a lot of attitude. I'm like, geez, what's her problem? But she leaves with a lot of attitude, and then I get introduced to Belle's mom, and she's a really sweet person, and I like her, and then Belle shows me around her house. So when Belle shows me around her house, she shows me her room, and I instantly get jealous. I'm like, what the heck? You have all this technology, you got a phone, you got an iPad, you got like this big old TV, you got this big comfy like Tempur-Pedic mattress. What the heck? I got like a twin-size bed back at my house. But okay. And we hung out in her room for a while, and as time goes on, I try and steal little things from her room because I was so jealous, and I'm like, I want her life. Anyways, so we meet another girl. This is like, she's been friends with this girl for longer than we've been friends, but I didn't know her, and I know her now, but I don't like her, and I'm not gonna like say her name, just for identity things, but we'll just call her Candy. Candy, I first met her, and I thought she was okay, but I didn't really like her at first, and I never really did. But we went over to her house frequently as well, and she lives next to like this big hill. I was like, okay, it was just a hill. But they told me to go out there with them at night. Honestly, I'm thinking to myself, y'all are crazy. Y'all gonna get killed by some werewolves or like some wolves, I don't know, but y'all crazy. And they're just like, oh, come on, let's go, let's go. And so she had a trampoline in her backyard, which easily let us hop over the fence. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna show them I'm tough, but if something happens, I'm running out there and I'm leaving them behind. So they take me, down this hill at night, and there's this like sewage entrance, to go fix the pipes or whatever. So they would always tell me, oh yeah, there's a demon in there. Oh yeah, it's haunted. Oh yeah, if you go in there, you'll die. Like, this one girl went in there and she never came back out. Honestly, I was thinking, you honestly believe me, want me to believe this? Like, this is stupid. But then, we got closer to it, and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. If you feel a presence, you can like feel it. Like, you feel it. This is some sketchy stuff. I ain't going in there. I tried, to make myself go a little bit further, but then I'm like, I told myself, if something were to happen or something not feel right, I would run. So that's what I'm going to do. So, I started running back to him, and I started, jogging past him, because I'm like, if something comes after us, they're getting first. Fast forwarding a little bit. So we also went to the park a lot, me and my best friend Belle. And there's this one time we went down like this sidewalk to go to the playground, and the sidewalk was like woo, 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 like had like sharp points, right? It was like curvy, like oh. So I usually go down first, and I never fall or anything, but I'm like, Belle, how about you go down first? I'll be a good friend. And she's like, okay. So we're going down the hill, and right as the last turn goes, she skids on like a bunch of sand like outside on the corner, and she falls. I am dying inside, right? I am about to cry of laughter, but I use that to like go down there and I'm like, oh my god, are you okay? But inside I'm trying to keep myself from laughing because I'm like, this bitch fell, So she's sitting there and she's like, ow, yeah, I don't know, I think it's broken. And her arm has a couple of scratches and I'm like, okay. Fast forwarding now about, to 13. So it's like 2 years ago, she moved to Maryland, and she's like my best friend, so I was like, oh, I'll never see her again. Well, when she came out for her birthday, I went back out there to Maryland with her. It was really different. She was really different, because she was kind of heavy when she was younger, but now she, like, is really, really skinny, and I'm like, hold up, what happened? It was weird for me to see her, but, I saw her family, and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, And then okay, Belle's probably going to be really mad at me about this one because I never really told her about this, but I hid her brother's controller in the cat litter box and her cat peed on it. Got blamed for it, and I never really told them it was me, and I felt really bad, and her brother's controller got ruined. I felt horrible, but I always tried to send her brother's controller out there. And she's going to kill me. Please, don't kill me. But anyways, so now fast forwarding 2 years, she came back, and I'm like, oh, happy. And she was way, way different, because she was with a guy for about 1.5 years, and they broke up because he wasn't going to see her anymore, out in Maryland. And I'm like, okay, well, that's great. So she comes back, and I see her again for, like, the first time in, like, 2 years, and I don't know, it's just really different, seeing your friend that you haven't saw for a long time. But she took me on another bike ride, as usual. And I was dying, because usually I'm in my room playing video games, don't make fun of me, but because I have nothing else to do. I don't really have any friends at my dad's because I just moved in with my dad, because I usually live with my mom. So she took me on a bike ride, and I was dying. I felt like I was about to have a heart attack. I was sitting there like, I was like almost dead. So, we went around bike riding, and when we got home, I laid there, and my vision was black, like almost black, and I'm like, oh gosh, Belle, please don't do this to me again. Anyways, yeah, but she's back again, and I'm really happy, and that's pretty much the end of the story time, but, I thought it was pretty funny, my favorite was especially when she fell on the bike, because that was pretty funny. But anyways, that's the end of this video, and I hope you guys like it. If you don't, leave some comments below for me what to, talk about, and I will talk about anything, condoms, sex, period, anything. And subscribe to me, and like, and definitely subscribe to my best friend Bella, and we'll be doing videos together, so, and I gotta say,